What's up, YouTube? Flameman1188 here. Just made a new deck, an Exodia deck, and it works pretty well. What you do is you try to gain a lot of life points by activating your spell cards with the spell card spell absorption, which I started out with 2, 1, and then drew 1. Okay. So what you do, you try to gain back life points as you're activating spell cards to draw Exodia pieces. So you can activate Ancient Leaf. That's kind of like the main thing. And I also have the field spell and this Magical Citadel, which is great. So I get 500 for every spell card activated, and it really brings your life points up there. It's kind of crazy. So I know a lot of Exodia decks maybe don't have any defense at all. They got Royal Magical Library, but you know, to use this effect, you has to be face up. So usually I just normal summon in attack mode, so I can use it right away. Mr. Peace is one of my defensive cards. I'm looking for a Royal Magical Library right now. Couldn't draw one. But yeah, just look at the life points. 10,000 to 13,500. It's pretty nice on the Exodia deck. He's going to go for Goblin Zombie. And when it inflicts damage, I have to mill a top card. And look who I mill. I remember who it was. There's the Royal Magical Library right there. It's okay. I got my Monster Reborn, so... Oh, there's another one. Alright. Messenger piece, gotta pay the old toll. Summon another Royal Magical Library. Monster Reborn, so I can get the spell counter on that one. And also, the field spell gets spell counters, which is crazy. And then I get 500 for every spell card. And I think I get rid of his back row now. Yep, MST. Which means I get another counter, another counter, another counter, and 1,000 life points. It's great. And I'm almost back up to where I was I just passed where I was last turn with 14,300. And the field spell, what it does is I can remove counters from it once per turn if I was going to activate a card that removes counters, spell counters, to activate its effect. So it's pretty cool. It would be great if it was as many times as I want a turn, because that would be ridiculous, but it would be nice. So, get some draws. I usually destroy the field spell so I can use its effect more than once per turn, if I think it's necessary. But Toon Table of Contents is great. It's just a spell card that lets you add another spell card to your hand up until you get to the last card in your deck that's a Toon. I run Toon Alligator right now just because, just so I can summon something if I need it to. I did at one point run Toon World, which was interesting, but I kept getting to the point where I didn't want to pay life points because I think I wasn't drawing spell absorption. So right now I'm just running Toon Alligator. It's a pretty cool old-fashioned card right there. So now I got 3 counters on him again, and I just keep getting the life points. I don't know if you can see, but that's at 17,800 to his 10,000 still. Royal Magical again. Draw Mist Body. Just keep getting my life points. Look at that. 19,000. Spell counters removed, and I get to draw. Sword Revealing Light. More counters. And Messenger of Peace kind of plugs up, but it's one of the good cards that kind of stay on your field as a continuous. Because if you just don't want it anymore on your field, you can just not pay the toll and it gets destroyed. So that's pretty nice. So I got 2 pieces of Exodia right now, and I usually hand destruction them, so I can use Pod Fibers. I like them to be like my last few cards that I have to draw. It's usually what I do. I'll either Dark World Dealings them, or hand destruction them, or even sometimes, I don't know if I'm running it in this deck, but Magical Stone Activation. There's my Ancient Leaf right there. Pay 2,000. If I have more than 9,000, I get to draw 2 cards. So it's pretty nice. Now I have my 3rd Exodia piece, and I just get another 500 for each. My spell absorption from my field. And, I'll MST my own Mist Body because I got swords in the field, which also gives me a counter. And 500. for each spell absorption. Now I can remove 3 counters from 1 Royal Magical, draw another card, and there's my 5th Exodia piece. So yeah, this deck is pretty fun to run. If you're going to run it on DN, like if you want to build this deck, it's really fun. Tell me, I'll make a deck profile of this. I would run 1 day of pieces instead of certain cards. Just let me know if you want to run this. I'll tell you what to do, so you can make a really good Exodia deck. But yeah, that's my what did I call it? Spell absorbing Exodia field deck. Pretty nice. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe.